Hello and welcome to the Blueprints, one of the most exciting games of the year. Played the demo extensively, beat the demo, which was, according to the developers in game, supposed to be unbeatable. And I'm very excited, very intrigued by this game. It's really unique. So jump right in, fresh playthrough. Gonna do everything from scratch, see what's different, see what's there, and try to see what else this game has in store that I haven't already seen.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Okay, so we've arrived. Let's take a look at what's left here in these notes. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you'll lose one step. When you no longer have any steps left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor and you must call it a day. The roguelike mechanic is that there's multiple days, and everything resets on the day. There's a few things that continue as progress, but the layout of the rooms, if I can find which button on this controller here. I need the map. Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map during your stay. You can access the blueprint by pressing the right trigger. Okay. And this shows, so on the left is the current rooms, and that's what will reset every day. Open in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy. And I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I'll assume you're fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of my bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could be further from my mind when I chose you as the heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. 1. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. 2. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. 3. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and best wishes, Herbert S. Sinclair. So the basic idea is that when you go to a door and you choose it, it's going to draft 3 options for rooms. And you'll have to choose one of those options. So if I look at the blueprint map here, it didn't show me the full thing, but there's 2 squares on the right, 2 squares on the left. So I'm going to choose this hallway because it'll open up both those possible squares. Now there's different things in different rooms. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Now, I know from previous playthrough that red cards are lies, so that's not true. Doors in the west wing, therefore, are not more likely to be locked. I'm going to assume they're the same likelihood. Things are laying around the rooms too. You'll find like keys and coins and things like that. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since I had been seen in decent society, and were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of the evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included this with the letter. All the details you will need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Your friend M. Lowry. Here's the rules. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only false statements. And only 1 box is a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So the unspoken thing there is that one of the boxes can be true or a lie. The gems are on the floor, so that's a lie. We know that the gems aren't on the floor. The gems are in this box, could be true. Gems are on the desk, so we know that that's a lie as well. So the gems have to be in this box. This must be a true statement. Now there's some options here. If you look at the map, I have 1, 2, 3 different passageways I can take. So I could take something like this storeroom that closes off this passageway because I have other options. But it gives me a key, which helps me open locked doors, and a gem, which will help draft certain rooms that are a little stronger. I could do the same thing here. This will just send me to the right. I think I will do the same thing here, even though it's kind of closing off a lot of passageways at this point. Something else should be in here. No? Oh, running shoes. Occasionally save steps when traveling longer distances across the estate and grounds. Okay, that's really good. Every time you change rooms, you lose 1 of your steps. There's different ways to get them back. You can okay, every option here closes off the passage. I'm gonna take the guest room. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and I appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. That's a puzzle that I have completed. There's another piece to understanding that puzzle we might find in the mansion here. So both of those options only give me one passageway. A nice little postcard. Anything else here? I don't see anything. Okay. Well, that didn't go great. So now we're closed off. Unfortunate. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down on your notes for observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly a journal will provide an invaluable tool for you, and you will not regret having it beside you on your journey. Might as well see what's in this box, even though it probably won't help us. Some keys and stuff, but no passageways left. And now I come to regret having closed off that passageway earlier. I'm gonna take a look outside. Might as well throw a coin in the pond. Just have to call it a day. Very short day. Let's try this central passage first. In here, there's never anything in here in the demo. Here's the parlor. This game again. There are gems. This box is one of the two empty boxes. 2 boxes in this room are empty. That's a true statement. There are 3 boxes in this room. That's also a true statement. That means this one has to be a lie, since the other ones are true. I think we're gonna go with den. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Good gem. Breaker box is not useful on its own, but what you can do is you can turn off the gymnasium. That has a penalty. Turn off the dark room. Does it turn it on, the dark room? And turn on the garage, which is important if you get the garage. radio would be really good. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Shovel is one of many tools. There's a number of tools, metal detector, sledgehammer. They all have good use and utility, and you can also craft... Locked for now. You can also craft them together and create even better tools. We have to backtrack all the way back to the beginning, which is fine. We need a key, which I'm sure we'll get. We could get it right now if we want. In fact, we might as well. Seen that note. Security room? Yeah, might as well. Get a little cutscene. The last image of him being seen from the security monitor makes me feel like there's someone observing us. I don't have anything else to base that on. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. This is a blue card, it's true. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry, so that's obviously not true. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any question or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. And gives us no terminal password. So, sounds like we can get some kind of money out of the system. Blue memos equals true, red memos equals lies. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So here's a computer terminal. I think there's only one function right now. Yeah, view estate inventory. So what this does is it tells us, really, if there's anything that's missed in any of the rooms, it'll show up there. Might as well take the pantry just to get an extra room out of that. Take an apple, give us some steps back. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. "50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread should be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. I don't really have the money for it to buy anything at the locksmith. I don't think. It's tough. Do I need steps? I might as well get some steps. Let's go back to the beginning, take the other passageway. We still have the key, so I can access that northern passageway. It'd be nice to be able to get the garage. So I'm going to take the observatory because it's the only one that lets me continue down this path. It's also really good to get this observatory early on. So, fixed constellations. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. So you get different rewards based on the number of times you access the telescope here. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, okay. So move it up, rotate it over, then look through it. 1 star on the first time, 1 gold. Next day we get a different reward. Between the hallway and the chapel. Chapel's got a penalty, so the red rooms are a penalty. They have some penalty associated. So this one is, you lose 1 gold every time you step into the room. So if I have to come back through the room, I lose another gold. We use our gem to make the kitchen. Kitchen lets us buy food, gives us steps. We can buy a banana. Let's do that. I don't think there's anything else in here. Nice outside. Okay, drawing room. Oh, I don't have a gem for it. Got a key card. The key. Might as well just spend the money then, so I'm gonna lose it going through here anyway. There's a couple ways to make permanent progress. There's unlockables that unlock permanent progress. And there's these discs that you can put in that improve rooms permanently. Let's take the boudoir, or else we're ending the run. No matter what I choose, it's the end. There's a dirt mound if I had a shovel. Okay. Just double check, I don't think there's any other passageways. No. A little better today, but really not a lot of progress today either. Nothing permanent anyway. There's a few things that I know of that I don't want to fully reveal yet that try to do to unlock. One is the garage that lets us access, we can open the garage, we can access some new things. That's the main thing I'd like to see right now. It's also a combination, I don't really remember it, but I know how to find it if I get the opportunity. That will let us unlock something outside, which is very helpful. Okay, let's take the billiard room. See if I remember how to solve this puzzle. Okay, I believe blue is adding, so 10 and 4, 14. This should be subtracting, so it would be 1. Subtracting again. This is, I think, multiplying? Yeah. So this is, you do the minus, or so 9 minus 7 is 2, times 10 is 20. So I just know how to solve that from playing it previously, or else I wouldn't quite know the rules. There's a little card you can find. You have to use an item to reveal the exact rules on the card. Okay, let's keep this passageway going. We'll try to go as far as possible. Okay, I want the greenhouse. Green rooms are very good. This also has the lever to access the antechamber. We need, well, it has the lever hole, it doesn't have the lever. I don't know what the music is for. Saw this before. There's also some dirt patches, which we could use if, oh, there's a shovel. Okay, we got our first item, sweet. Let's dig up these shovels. This also makes a key, awesome. Green rooms more likely, and green rooms are more likely to have dig spots. So the fact that we got the shovel with this is really good. Gotta backtrack pretty far. At least we don't have any money yet for the chapel. Is there a note? Oh no. The spare room. Okay, if we take the patio, everything we take is locks out the northern area. We don't have a gem anyway. Okay, there's still a value in continuing to progress through this. The main thing I'd like to see is the coat check. Now the coat check is a room that allows you to save an item for the next day. We could put the shovel in. Oh, observatory is also good. We can make some permanent progress on this. Pair of chests added to the entrance hall unfortunately doesn't help that much right now, although I can open them. These guys are all effectively pretty much the same. Might as well get the gems. Gems are in this box, gems are not in this box. Gems are not in the white box. So if that's a lie, gems are not in the white box. This one's a little tricky because I don't understand which one's has to be a lie. The gems are in this box. Now if okay, let's go like, if that's true, then this is also true. Then that's also true. So they'd all be true. That's can't be true. If this is a lie, the gems are not in this box, then these two can be true. Are not in the white box, which means they're in the blue box. Might as well open these up because they're not going to stay. Oh. That's a key that opens up a special room called the Secret Garden. Oh, and only we had found the garage. Not having a lot of luck with the room generation. It locked out again. Quick restart.